Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Matt Tebow with Stacked, and right now I'm joined by the MVP, some would argue, and the victor of the Team Liquid TSM series, Jensen, the mid laner, coming off performances of Ari, Twisted Fate, and countless others through the spring split. How are you doing, man?
Pretty good. Happy I was able to play a bit better than the regular season this time around. So yeah, pretty happy with my performance and just the team performance. Excited to keep playoffs going.
For sure. Walk me through the series. I think a lot of people, we talked a bit about this beforehand, but I think a lot of people want to talk about that 9-minute roundabout stalemate right at the base. So walk me through it all, especially from your perspective.
Yeah, I think the first time we had triple inhib with Baron, we probably should have ended. We messed up and died, so then we couldn't end. And then we pretty much had to wait till the next Baron, I believe. And I think we ended with the next Baron, but basically because their wave clear was so good, and they also had a team fight comp that was pretty strong, we just needed to get Baron and cycle through 3 inhibs again, and I think that's when we ended. It's actually pretty hard to end without the Baron because they're actually stronger in a straight up 5v5, so yeah, we just had to play it slow and methodical and just wait for the next Baron cycle.
And I think that Baron cycle was what got you through it. I mean, in the end, it did. You guys won. But, of course, there's also something to be said about beating TSM. Those guys knocked you down 0-2 in the regular season, and Santorin was talking about, along with Alfari, how those guys are the best matchups for you guys as far as teams go. How does it feel to take down the final boss, so to speak, for Team Liquid?
I mean, we did go 0-2 against them in the regular season, but we should have definitely won the last game we played against them. So yeah, I think we match up against them pretty well stylistically. They're pretty predictable in draft how they want to play. So yeah, I mean, I wasn't really too concerned. I thought we'd win the series, and yeah, won it.
Yeah. And moving on, I want to talk to you about the rest of the bracket. 100 Thieves and Cloud9 play tomorrow, and I think, who is it that plays TSM after this? Either way, of all the teams remaining...
No idea.
Who knows? Of all the teams remaining in the top bracket, it looks like you guys have solved TSM, more or less. Who's the team that's also giving you guys a lot of pause when you think about game planning for them?
I mean, not really. I think during the regular season, we were just our own worst enemy. We ended up throwing a lot of games or misplaying a lot of situations, and I think that's really what it came down to. I don't really think there's like a scary team. I mean, I'd say like our next big test is going to be C9, assuming they beat 100 Thieves, which I think is likely. And then, see how we match up against them, but I'm pretty confident.
And going on to TSM, it looked like their game plan started to fall apart a little bit once Alfari got things rolling up in top lane, and you were able to kind of solve the infinite scaling Seraphine in the mid lane with a roaming TF. Do you predict TSM's going to make it up to get a run back against you guys?
I think if they play against EG, that could be close series. I don't know if they play against EG or Dignitas, but I think against Dignitas they'll probably come out ahead, I imagine. But if they play EG, that one is going to be a bit closer. But I'd say it's probably likely that they can maybe get a run back, but we'll have to see.
And I also want to switch gears for a little bit. How good do you think Ari is? Because you made her look pretty freaking good coming out of the mid lane with that Everfrost.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's a solid pick. The problem is her laning is not super strong, and at the same time, she doesn't scale like super well into the late game. I do think her scaling is actually fine, contrary to popular belief. It's just the issue she has is she's not very good at killing tanks because she doesn't have enough damage to back it up. But if they play a lot of squishy champs, or we play a team comp where our goal is to, kill backline or something like that, I think she has a good spot in the meta in that case.
And are we going to see any Annie coming into the next phase of the playoffs, or what?
Honestly, could happen. Could happen.
You're just going to keep the
Annie is ready. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, how about Malphite in the bot lane? You think that's all nice and warmed up for the rest of the playoffs?
Yeah, it's gonna stay ready for sure.
I am curious about that, actually, because, Tristana is one of those champions where it's like, all right, you got to be super aggressive, and when you get those Ws, that means you're going all in. Are there conversations after Tactical maybe does, like, I guess a suspect W is the way to call it? Like, there was, like, what was it? It was game 1 or game 2 where he got the where he got the E reset, he was finishing it up, and then he dove right in on top of an Udyr, right? What's the conversation like after something like that happens? I was watching Double Lift stream for a little bit, and he's like, okay, if I'm in that position, or if I'm that guy's teammate, I'm like, you gotta stop Wing in. Do you guys address that, or do you just kind of move on from it?
I mean, when you make a mistake like that, like, I think it's pretty obvious it's a mistake. So, he's aware of it. We just focus on the next situation, and hopefully it doesn't happen again. And then after the game when we win, we joke about it a bit here and there. But yeah, I mean, sometimes you misplay, I guess. Happens.
Yeah, for sure. I'm asking because I'm just more or less curious how the communication goes after the fact. I'm not trying to dunk on people.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really much to it, right? It's just like, the conversation goes, oh, I misplayed, like, sucks.
Yeah.
Move on to the next state of the game, I guess.
It's like, damn, I thought I had that. Guess not. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any parting words for Team Liquid fans?
No, just thank you guys for the support. Regular season wasn't the best for us. I know people had a lot of high expectations for us, but I hope that during this playoffs we can prove the high expectations people had of us in the beginning, right? Yeah, keep performing.
Yeah, for sure. Once again, this is Team Liquid mid laner Jensen, and I'm Matt Tebow with Stacked. You can find us online at stacked.gg, and you can follow us on our socials at stackedlol. Yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, that guy's hype. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit that big red button and subscribe to us. That helps us out a lot. Jensen, thanks for your time, man, and good luck next week.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, thank you.